Don't let people tell you what you can't do, you heard? When I first started rapping, they told me I got 6 months, you heard? Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do.
Over the years, we've had pretty amazing rappers taking the industry by storm and making big moves. However, not all of them belong to the big leagues, as some special ones have set themselves far apart from the others. It's not just about owning a fleet of luxury cars, jetting around the world and buying expensive jewelry. It's about creating generational wealth, which only a select few have set themselves up for, while others just blow through their rap checks so carelessly. But regardless of how these artists decide to handle their money, there's no denying that they have accumulated vast amounts of it, and in this video, we'll take a look at the ones who have accumulated the most. Here are the top 10 richest rappers of 2021. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you'd like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. Drake. We all know Drake is an amazing rapper, but before he took over this industry, he was making headway as a television star on Degrassi. Thanks to this show, he was able to turn his life around and launch his music career with some major hits. If you've been a fan of Drake for a while, then you were around to witness him crush both single-track records and albums by the Beatles. However, he didn't just stick with rapping to make his millions. When he wasn't in the studio, Drake was busy with his brand OVO, which means October's very own, a reference to the month he was born. OVO has been functioning as two things: a record label for harnessing new talents wasting away on the streets of Toronto, and as an apparel line that's produced some really cool threads. With several restaurants under his belt, Drake is the perfect business owner, while also being a Toronto Raptors ambassador. So Drake's basically big in everything, and this reflects in his $180 million net worth. Number 9. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Although he got released from prison in 2020 and is currently under house arrest, Tekashi 6ix9ine is anything but a broke rapper. In fact, he's been spending the last few months throwing a lot of cash around. From a fleet of luxury vehicles that include a Range Rover and Rolls-Royce to super expensive timepieces and chains, the rapper's really going all out with his lavish purchases. Still, he's on his way to earning even more money as Tekashi's been getting offers to perform in shows in South America and Europe. They're even offering as much as $500,000 per show. Worth about $8 million as of December 2020, Tekashi's still a big deal in the music industry, and it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. Number 8. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's no doubt one of the biggest rappers in the industry. And yes, he's not an actual medical doctor, but has a PhD, which means he's still a doctor. Well, you know what that means. But we're not talking about his educational career, but how he was able to take the rap industry by storm while in NWA. Then he went on to start his single career. Still, we could say that what contributed the most to Dr. Dre's status as one of the richest rappers is how he set up Aftermath Entertainment. This company had Death Row Records and Interscope Records under its wings, and all music fans know some great names that came out from this label. Without Dr. Dre, we wouldn't have had the awesomeness of another amazing rapper, Eminem. Apart from making Eminem into a huge superstar, Dr. Dre also has several talents he brought to the limelight, including 50 Cent. But it's not just rap that's responsible for his $800 million net worth. This is largely due to his business ventures, most especially his headphone line, Beats by Dre. We all remember how these headphones were simple and grew in popularity until they finally got the attention of Apple. You know you're doing something right when a company's willing to pay $3 billion to buy out your product. Sure, he didn't get all that money, but it was enough to make him one of the richest rappers alive. Number 7. Snoop Dogg. The OG himself makes our list as one of the richest rappers of 2021, and for good reasons too. Of course, Snoop Dogg's been very influential in the rap world, discovering talents and making a brand out of himself. However, he went from being a rapper to featuring in several amazing movies, where he made cool cameos. He's also hosted his television shows, and a game show alongside Martha Stewart. You could call him a jack of all trades, master of all. It wasn't strange to see Snoop Dogg pop up in a few commercials, and he won some more hearts when he helped a woman on the show, The Price is Right, to win a brand new car. When you think of Snoop Dogg, you get an image in your head, and that's because he's made himself into a worthy brand. Currently worth about $150 million, this rap legend keeps us entertained with evergreen memes and appearances in some animated films. Number 6. 50 Cent. Although 50 Cent pretty much rose to the limelight thanks to his musical talents and ability to drop some really impressive lyrics, he's always been a businessman at heart. So as soon as he was rich enough to afford diversification, he ventured into the world of business with investments in various companies. The rapper invested in mattress companies, boxing, and vodka. Trouble came knocking when he went a little over his head and ran into some real problems. At some point, the money was coming in so much that he forgot that he shouldn't spend faster than he was making. Eventually, he declared bankruptcy, but that's all in the past now. 50 Cent was able to get himself out of this hole, pay off his debts, and bounce back better than before. Now we can talk about the fact that he's been a true success in the entertainment industry. All you have to do is take a look at the hit series Power. That was produced by 50 Cent, and he also co-starred in the show. So he may not have done everything right from the beginning, but he was able to get himself back up and become one of the richest rappers in existence. Number 5. Ice Cube. Ice Cube's another member of the NWA crew. While Dr. Dre's made some major moves in both the rap industry and beyond, Ice Cube is another musician that's broken heights in his career. Thanks to his sounds, Ice Cube sort of conquered Hollywood and made some big boy moves in the industry. This rapper didn't go for just any movie, but went after the big name movies and franchise, some of which he wrote himself. Ice Cube is also credited with a wide variety of shows, which is not really surprising, since he is responsible for many hits we enjoyed from NWA. We can't even name all that this rapper's done, but what we can say is that his $160 million net worth is well deserved, and definitely not just from making music. Number 4. Kanye West. Kanye West may not be a lot of people's favorite person right now, but there's no denying the milestones he's made the music industry. Arguably one of the most insane and erratic people on planet Earth, Kanye produces masterpieces in the studio. His rise to fame started with a fatal accident that gave him all the inspiration he needed to produce a hit single. Since then, there's been nowhere else to go but up. Outside of music, Kanye is also a really successful businessman, especially with his Yeezy lines. You see, Yeezy shoes that go for as much as $800, and this also includes his clothing line. But that's not the most interesting part. This man is currently worth about $1.3 billion, and that's enough to get your jaws dropping. Kanye's still very much in the entertainment business, and looking to make as much more cash as possible. He also tried his hand at politics, where he lost the presidential elections, but that hasn't stopped him from making magic in other fields. Number 3. Diddy. Our list won't be complete without mentioning the great Diddy, a name that's very much in the league of Snoop Dogg or even bigger. Over the years, he's made several power moves, including establishing Comb Enterprises. His company is very diversified, with roots in clothing, winemaking, movie production, and television production. Diddy even invested in vodka, while also dabbling into the world of acting. You've also seen him on really dope commercials. Although he's not exactly making music anymore, this hasn't stopped him from being a big deal in other industries, proving himself time and time again. Number 2. Jay-Z. Apart from being a musical genius, Jay-Z is also an investment guru who's making some major money moves. And yes, he's one of the billionaires of the rap world. Jay-Z went from spending hours in the studio singing to making music, and then transitioned smoothly into being a rap mogul. Of course, we can't forget to mention that he's married to Beyoncé, a music queen in her own rights. That's quite the resume. When it comes to investments, Jay-Z has some money in clothing, television, music, and even the NBA. May have taken a while for him to achieve billionaire status, but he's done a decent job of keeping himself at the top of the chain. Number 1. Eminem. What's not to love about this lyrical genius? It didn't take so much for people to fall in love with his rap style, and he quickly got millions of fans on his side. Currently, he's still one of the best-selling rappers in the industry, and his net worth of $230 million is more than enough to prove that. Over the years, he's built up this wealth thanks to some acting, albums, and of course his record label, Shady Records. And that brings us to the end of today's list. Which of these rappers do you think will accumulate the most wealth when it's all said and done? Do you think any of these rappers will blow through their rap money and end up broke in the end? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you love successful rappers as much as we do. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all future content. Thanks for watching. Until next time.